I'm here, and this is Mr. Brandon. He is the ESC specialist, and this is Tracy from Marion Collier High School. So Tracy, I know that you wanted to talk about the nature of intelligence with students that are like yourself, identified as gifted. Let's go ahead and first talk about that. So a student who is gifted has superior intellectual development or high performance. With that said, their high achievement is not based on just their IQ score, but it's also based on their intellectual, creative, artistic, leadership capacities, or even a specific academic field. In a classroom, my role as an educator is to provide services and activities to develop those capacities or capabilities furthermore. So with that said, you also wanted to know how the brain development is different from your peers, from students that are not gifted. So I wanted you to know that there's a great disparity against cognitive, social, and emotional, and even the physical development. Some of the characteristics are that you have a mature sense of humor, that your fluency and complexity is a much higher than your peers. You're a flexible thinker. You are able to work independently, and sometimes you don't need enough. You're quick at learning concepts and applying them in different ways. You have an intrinsic motivation to learn, explore, you're inquisitive, your vocabulary might be high, and you're able to transfer and make connections. These are just some of the characteristics that are different than students that require a little bit more scaffolding, a little bit more help to attain that. So my role as your teacher, because you also expressed a concern that you wanted to see if I could arrange the class that can help your brain or the development of the brain learn best. And my role as an educator is to take that role and apply it to your needs and the students that are also gifted in the class. First of all, there's a differentiation of curriculum. You might be better at visually, so I would present information materials that are visual to you, to your learning style. Cooperative learning is another thing that we will be doing a lot in the classroom. It increases your social skills, different points of views, relationships as far as making connections, improves your thinking skills, research skills. You acquire a sense of leadership as far as taking turns, and promote self-esteem is another thing that I'll do in the classroom. And the curriculum planning and the application of delivery has to be through the extensive of complexity of how you apply your knowledge. You monitor and assess how you are doing in the environment. So yes, there would be a preference if you would like to sit. However, there will be a lot of structures in place for you to also learn among your peers. There's alternative assessment tools that I will be using, informal and formal assessments, learning contracts. Once you mastered a standard, we can go ahead and do something that's a little bit more elevated that provides that rigor and complexity that you need. Multi-level stations, diversity and activities, even how you present your finished product would be one thing. I will encourage you to be creative and demonstrate if you're a visual learner or however learning you are in that way. And like I said, grouping with peers at your level, modifying the content to provide rigor experiences, modifying the process, higher thinking questions for you, interest-driven projects, and I want you to know that our classroom is set up that is based on a structured pace to provide you the flexible thinking that you need. It's a student-centered environment, promotes self-esteem with positive feedback, acknowledges, and we will also be grouping, where what I mean with grouping is multiple interdisciplinary approaches. Something we're learning in math can be applied to science, and we can make those connections. So based on your needs, I want you to know that yes, in a classroom like ours, there are ways that we can help you and further develop your abilities and talents so then you can successfully complete the school year and provide even more opportunities for the future. Does that answer everything? Yeah. Thank you.